Hey guys, how's it going? I just got off my normal 2-day weekend after working 12 days in a row, unfortunately, putting in a lot of hours, getting everything ready for annual and IFO for this coming weekend. So I picked up a camera from one of my friends to borrow while I can kind of do some daily vlogging while we're there. So I want to be able to do like the drive down, the detail day, getting the cars ready, the 2 different shows we're going to, the gathering and IFO, and then of course the drive back. Kind of, the friendships that are going on in NvUS East Bay and stuff like that. Possibly some rolling shots, and I'm using this camera that I'm borrowing instead of my 70 because it's a little bit easier to deal with. It's a lot better in the low light, and it's not as cumbersome as the 70 is. Plus I want to be able to save the battery on both cameras to get the good shots and everything that I need to get at IFO and the gathering. But I want to give you a little bit of a rundown on what I've been doing in the garage, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright guys, so this is some of what I'm working on. I've got the Sadistic Ironworks trunk mounted tank bracket, and then I've got the actual seamless tank bracket that I've got going on. So I did the Sadistic bracket in the white to match the car, and then I'm doing gold tank brackets in order to kind of pop what I'm doing with the tank. I haven't decided exactly what I'm doing with the tank yet, and we'll go ahead and pan over to that. So the tank I've actually just got sitting down here, and I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to paint it yet. It's primered right now. I need to retape off some of the fittings. I had to try to use it as a backup in the Mini for a couple of days. So I need to get that painted, and I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing for that. But other than that, I've got the compressor mount, for the ECU that bolts to the compressor mounts. And then I've got the tank brackets. So those are kind of where those are going to be. I'm trying to kind of set everything up so I can hardline everything before I even put it in the car. It's going to be a slow process. The CC is my daily driver, and I can't really take it off the road for too long. So that's what I'm working on. I'm going to go get some food, and then I want to sit down and talk with you guys. I don't know if you guys have gotten the privilege to meet my wonderful dog Bruce yet, but this is Bruce, my 5-year-old black pug. Don't mind the noises in the back. I'm making coffee before I start to edit all this. So I don't know. You guys will see this little kid around in a lot more of my videos now, and hopefully I'll try to bring him out to some car meets and stuff like that if I have the chance. So here he is. Alright guys, so I'm back from getting food and doing a couple of errands and stuff like that before I have to take off to annual this weekend. So I'm working every day until then. One of my other managers is out of town, so I kind of have to cover for them up until the time I'm off for annual. So I don't have a lot of spare free time to do a bunch of stuff. There's not much that needs to be done to the Mini that I'm going to be able to do in time. I do need to run a quick hardline in order to keep the tank from moving around while I am driving it and putting stuff in the car. And with that I have to figure out one of the air leaks I've got. It's on one of the fittings. I just have to figure out which one and fix it. It's just a slow leak, but it's enough to, on a 1-hour drive, it kicks the compressors at least once to refill the tank. So I do have to worry about that, and then I just want to run some quick little hard lines with some fittings, just kind of click the tank down onto and make everything work that way. So, get a little more of a clean setup in the Mini. That's really all I have to do with the Mini in general. I did throw a check engine light for no O2 sensor for my cats, so that I'm going to be fixing. Probably when I get back. I just need to most likely replace the O2 sensor. It's an issue I've had before, so it's not anything I'm really too worried about. I just have to cut and splice the O2 sensor to make it longer. Or this time around I may actually try to adjust the connector and make a adapter piece to lengthen where you would plug the O2 sensor in to kind of make like a spacer between, so I can have like an adapter plug so I don't have to adjust the O2 sensors anymore. I can just use those normal plugs, kind of create a pigtail, plug that into the normal, the normal end unit. So I'm working on that, but in the meantime I'm pretty much just playing around with the CC for the first time. I did pull the intake I had off of it off. I have to smog that car, and by next week I believe I have to register it again, which is the main reason for pulling the intake off, and then I'm actually letting the intake go to one of my friends up in Sacramento. So I'm selling that to them so they can go ahead and get their card done. If you wonder what I'm doing, I'm actually petting Bruce. So it's pretty much, he's a little bit of a distraction, but you know, he's a good dog. So I'm pretty much playing around with the CC a little bit. I do have like the rear seats and everything out of it. I have to figure out how to take the rear window cover out, the cover that goes under the rear window, just so I can mount the tank bracket. Once the tank bracket is mounted, then I can worry about getting everything else done, and then put the interior back in. I may put the interior in before that and just rip the interior back out when I'm ready to put everything back in. I was just trying to figure out how to do it so I didn't have to worry about it later. So it's pretty much where I'm at with the CC. NvUS has my NvUS East Bay chapter has a couple of PMs that by annual should be bannered, so all of the current members we have should have a banner. I believe that's how that's going to work out. I'm just, you know, one of the people who got bannered, so I'm not really too sure on how all that's working out, but you know, I'm along for the ride. So I've been to one event with the group, as you know, once I was bannered, and that was my last vlog, and that was really fun. And then annual is supposed to be this huge get together, and it starts NvUS The Gathering, and it's a bunch of, you know, all the NvUS chapters getting together, and a bunch of people from the industry, automotive industry and car industry getting together and hanging out, and big barbecue and stuff like that. So it should be fun, and getting to know people, and hopefully get more people to follow the channel. So, you know, we can get more content for you guys. But pretty much just doing a rundown. My mind's been in a million places in the last couple weeks because of annual and then working 12 days straight. So I only got 2 days off, and I was back at work today. So I didn't get too much time off, and I used that to pretty much relax because of the fact that I've been working 12 days, and well, that was mentally draining, and I can't be doing that too much. I put in a couple of requests for some more vacation time coming up in the year, so hopefully I can bring my camera along with that and kind of give you behind the scenes and, you know, random stuff that I've been doing around. So pretty much this will be the last video up until annual. So Thursday I should be releasing another video of the drive down there and kind of hanging out with the crew. And then Friday I'll be releasing the, you know, car wash, detail, and last minute changes video. Annual is on Saturday, so I'll be releasing hopefully an annual video, you know, just walking around with this camera and vlogging, and it's not gonna be the big video. And then Sunday's IFO, so we'll vlog a little bit from there. And then Monday will be the day, you know, the return day home, so it'll be the packing up, loading up all the cars, and coming home. Hopefully there's no issues while we're down there, which I'm really hoping, because issues aren't any fun. So we're gonna be a little ways away, but you know, it's not too far. We're still within California, so it's not too bad. But you know, I'd rather not have to tow any cars home or, you know, anything like that. So we're checking all the cars out this week when all of us have free time. And there's a couple of things I have to take care of, you know, personal stuff that, you know, gets in the way, and, you know, adult things. So I've got to take care of all that, you know, bills and whatnot. So once that's all taken care of, get everything ready, leaving Thursday. So I'll see you guys all then.